You might be wondering why I have the bonnet up on my car. That's because in today's video I'm going to be fixing some issues I have with my Fiesta. First up on the list, my side lights have gone, so I need to put in some new ones. The reason my old side lights went is because they were just really cheap ones that I ordered from China. As you can see, they've completely rusted out. So to replace them, all I've done is order more cheap ones, again from China. However, this time they do look a little bit better. They look a bit more protected from the elements, and so fingers crossed they'll last better this time. So to get them fitted, I have to take the whole headlight unit out, remove the cap from the bottom, take the old and put the new one in. The important thing to do here is make sure that you have the LED round the right way, otherwise it won't work. Simple fix, just take it out, flip it around, put it back in. But if you didn't know that, you would have put it in, turn the lights on, it didn't work and you thought, oh, I've got a faulty LED. It's not, just take it out, flip it around, should work. With the light in, it's just a case of making sure it's facing 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And now it's just a case of putting the whole headlight unit back into the car. Now I'm not going to bore you with me screwing in the bolts to get it back into the car, but please don't do what I did and leave the cap off of the bottom of the headlight unit. You can see it right here. Yeah, because I did that, I had to take the whole thing back out again, and you can see the look on my face when my girlfriend told me it was still sitting on the side.
You put the back on now.
I like how she waited right until the end to tell me. Anyway, this is what it looks like on the car. I have to say, it doesn't put out a whole load of light, but they definitely look a lot better than what I had on the car previously. I'm happy with it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. But we're not done there. The next thing that needs fixing are the dust caps. Now you're probably wondering, why would a dust cap need fixing? Well, that's because I'm an idiot. What I did was I bought aluminium dust caps. Now these things, they look great, however they're a terrible idea. Please do not get them. What they do is they essentially seize themselves onto the other metal part of the valve stem, and then you have yourself a whole load of trouble like I did. I tried using 2 wrenches, that didn't work, so then I went to the interwebs, and that told me that I need a Dremel tool to essentially grind away at the dust cap and get it to the point where I can then take it off. So that's what I'm going to do.
One eternity later.
Yeah, let's try not to do that again. Now to try 2 wrenches again, but I bet you can't guess how this is going to go. If you guessed that I would pull the whole metal part of the valve stem out, then you were right. But I'm sure you probably didn't guess that. Yep, that was pretty stupid. Time to change the tyre. Put the spare on, take it to the tyre shop. The guys at the local garage were actually amazed that I managed that, and so they did the whole thing and gave me a new valve stem all for free. So yeah, really nice of them, and now it's all sorted. So let's move on to the next problem with the Fiesta, because there's definitely more than 2. This issue is that my rear spats have broken, like completely shattered, but I'll come back to that later in the video. The issue I want to focus on now is the fact that my indicator's just not working properly. It's basically just got too much play, and I can accidentally hit the right indicator far too easy. So there's something definitely wrong, so I'm going to have to take a closer look. I've decided to take out the whole indicating stalk, that way I can get a better look at it and see if I can fix it.
I actually don't think it has anything to do with this bit here. What I've done is I've taken this off. Super loose. Basically it shouldn't be that loose between the two. I've done a lot of playing around and I think I've actually sourced what it is. It may be hard to see, but these two bits here, or just about, can you see they move? And that's what's actually triggering it to indicate. That's making the electrical connection. I'm going to slightly bend it and hopefully that makes a difference. Okay, so left still works, all good. However, I don't get any right indication now whatsoever. So I'm just going to have to buy a whole new indicator stick. But yeah, I definitely am now going to have to feel what it's like to be a BMW driver.
While we wait for the new indicator stalk to be delivered, let's fix these rear spats as they're looking a bit worse for wear.
This is what they look like, brand new. I got two for literally £7 on Wish, so they're like dirt cheap. So you can see I only actually use a very small amount of the whole thing. So what I can do is I can literally, for this, I can perfectly put some masking tape here and I know exactly where I want to cut to.
Apart from getting molten plastic flicked at you, that worked out pretty well. Now it's time to literally just use some self-tappers and screw it back onto the bumper. Now before I show you the final reveal of what this looks like, I've just heard the doorbell. The new indicator stalk has arrived.
Excuse the poor videoing angle, but if you look at the old one, you can see it's got like this play in it, this big play. And also if you listen to the click. Now let's compare. This is the new one. It's got very little play, and the clicks, the full clicks, listen to the sound difference. So yeah, this one just is a lot more solid inside, and so should fix the issue. What I'll do now is connect this green part up to the bottom of it, and literally just slot it, push it down and in. So the green bit, the green cable underneath is slotted in so all the electrics work, and you'll watch now, literally just, I can do this hopefully one-handed, slot straight back in, give it a good click. Let's watch the dash. So I'm going to go with left indication first because that one worked before, and it pushes into a full indication a lot easier, and it's really silent. It comes out super easy. Now let's go for the right indication because this didn't work before, and look at that. There we go. It comes down, and I can do a little light one. And it turns off. Problem solved.
As promised, this is what the rear spats look like on the car. If you're new to the channel or you're just not subscribed, think about subscribing as I've got lots of cool stuff planned for the future.